Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to start off by reading The Starry Night about Vincent van Gogh. All right. So here's some kids' artwork. There we go. Where they reproduced his Starry Night picture. The Starry Night. The Starry Night. All right. Across the shaded hills and winding pathways of Central Park, daffodil stars exploded in yellow splendor. A group of boys raced alongside the still reflecting pool where children played with sailboats under the watchful eyes of their mothers. Okay. The boys darted around a sharp curve and ran past a frail-looking man who stood before an old wooden easel. The last of the boys came to a stop as the others charged off onto a grassy field. "Come on, Bernard," one of them called back, but Bernard didn't move. He just stood there staring at the brightly colored canvas. The man glanced at Bernard and returned to his painting. Bernard sat down in the grass. After a while, the man turned and nodded. "It's finished," he said in funny-sounding English. "The Big Apple never looked better." Bernard beamed. The man began packing up his paints and easel. "Where are you going?" Bernard asked. "To find another place that asks to be painted." "What's your name?" "Vincent." The man smiled. "Do you paint all the time?" "Yes," said Vincent. "That's why I am here." "Where do you come from?" Bernard asked. "Far away. I just arrived today." "Well, I've lived here all my life," Bernard said. "I could show you some amazing places." "I'd like that very much," said Vincent. Bernard took Vincent north to Harlem, south to the Statue of Liberty, and east to the Brooklyn Bridge. They spent their days in Greenwich Village, in Chinatown, in Times Square, and on Fifth Avenue. Wherever they went, Bernard watched as Vincent painted New York in bright and beautiful colors. Then one day Vincent said, "It's time for me to go, but before I leave, there is one place I want to show you." Vincent took Bernard to a big building on 53rd Street. Inside, the walls were covered with beautiful paintings. They went up an escalator to the second floor. Vincent led Bernard to a blue and yellow painting of a country village at night. Oh, and that says the Museum of Modern Art. Bernard stood silently for a long time. He could hardly breathe. Then he felt a shiver pass through him. "Vincent, it looks exactly like one of yours. You painted this picture, didn't you?" But there was no answer. "Vincent?" Bernard spun around, but Vincent wasn't there. "Vincent," he called, "where are you?" Bernard raced through every room of the museum, but his friend was nowhere to be found. He walked sadly back to the blue and yellow painting. Bernard looked at the swirling stars, the orange moon, and the sleeping village. He thought about the many days when he had watched in wonder as Vincent painted the streets of Harlem, Midtown, the village, and the great lady with the torch from across the bay in Battery Park. The Big Apple never looked so great, Bernard whispered. His eyes widened. He turned and left the museum. Bernard came back a few minutes later, carrying a brown paper bag. He sat down across from Vincent's painting. Then he opened the bag, took out a sketch pad, and a box of colored pencils. And Bernard began to draw. Now, you guys can do some drawings on your own too. If any of your parents or relatives are still working right now, ask them to bring home some scratch paper for you. It doesn't have to be blank on both sides. If it's got typed stuff on one side and it's blank on the back, you can always draw on the back of your paper. And that way, you recycle and you also get lots of practice drawing whatever inspires you. Okay, so the Starry Night. Remember to stay safe, keep your distance from people, wash your hands a lot, sing the alphabet song while you're washing your hands, and read lots of books and play outside safely. Okay, love you guys. Miss you. Bye.